triple digits. It does look like we'll have some better rain chances later in the week. We'll tell you what that means for the heat and humidity coming up. The Local 24 News at 10 starts now.
Now at 10, journalists and lawmakers search for answers as public outcry grows over separating children from their parents at the U.S.-Mexico border. Plus, Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland responds to weekend violence that left 2 people dead and more than half a dozen injured. And art imitates life. Young Mid-Southerners take the Cannon Center stage, honoring the 1968 sanitation workers by telling their stories and hardships.
Live from WATN-TV in high definition, this is Local 24 News at 10.
A violent weekend in Memphis is marked by 5 shootings, a stabbing, and a deadly hit-and-run accident. Good evening, I'm Mary Jo Ola. This map shows violent crimes that happened within the last 24 hours, and they are across the city. Memphis police are still looking for the suspects in all of these cases. Local 24's Annette Pegler asked the mayor about the weekend violence and what the city is doing to help fix the problem. She joins us live in Northeast Memphis tonight. Hey there, Annette.
Hi, Mary Jo. Mayor Strickland described this weekend's violence as horrific and disappointing. He stressed the importance of harsher sentences for violent crimes and hopes some of the programs the city already has in place will do some good. 2 people lost their lives and more than a half dozen people were injured in crimes across the city this weekend.
Crime is crime. It doesn't need a rhyme or reason. You know, things happen and from a mistake, road rage or disagreements.
The violent trend started in Hickory Hills Saturday afternoon when police responded to a quadruple shooting that left a man dead. Hours later, around 10 o'clock that night, someone shot a man at the Merton Manor Apartments. And around 1 a.m., another man was shot at a home on Flamingo Street in East Memphis.
It would be nice if it could cease or they could decrease it in some kind of form or fashion.
The violence trickled over into Sunday at the Pepper Tree Apartments in Whitehaven. Investigators are looking for the person who shot a man in the middle of the afternoon.
The shootings that occurred this weekend just are horrific. I do understand it was drug-related and a robbery of some drug dealers and that sort of thing, but that doesn't excuse it.
We caught up with Mayor Strickland Sunday to talk about the crime over the weekend. Strickland says the goal is to have 2,300 officers by 2020. He also talked about his initiatives for the youth and job training programs to keep people on the right path and off the streets.
For those people who want help, we're going to lift them up and help them. But for those who use guns and who commit violent acts, we're coming after you. We're fed up with this situation, and you will be thrown in jail for a stiff sentence.
And again, all of the suspects in those crimes are still out there. If you have any information that could help Memphis police catch these people, please call the Memphis Police Department or Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. Reporting live in Northeast Memphis, Annette Pegler, Local 24 News.
Annette, thank you. Continuing coverage, investigators believe a fire was intentionally set at an Indiana bar just 1 day after the brother of NBA star Zach Randolph was shot and killed there. This is video of the scene on the day of Roger Randolph's killing. The fire happened at Hop's Blues Room in Marion early Sunday morning, less than 24 hours after Randolph was found dead. No arrests have been made in that shooting. Roger was Zebo's younger brother. The pair grew up together in Marion before Zach went on to become an all-star for the Grizzlies. Crime in our community is what motivated a Memphis man to offer kids and families a safe place to enjoy their summer. Artemis Peppa Williams is using his passion and networking skills to organize safe summer block parties. The events feature rides, a free petting zoo, free food, music, and more. Each block party draws between 500 and 1,000 people and gives parents a worry-free place to bring their kids.
You know, you're able to spend time and be a real father and have fun with your kids during the summer when there's really not a lot of things to do.
Williams started the block parties 3 years ago, teaming up with elected leaders, Shelby County Schools, and other community partners. The parties tie summer fun to school and public safety resources. There are 7 more scheduled this summer. New information tonight about the monumental meeting between Alice Johnson, the Mid-South woman released from prison by President Donald Trump, and reality TV star Kim Kardashian West. Last Wednesday, the two met for the first time since Johnson was set free. Johnson, a first-time offender, was sentenced to life in prison without parole more than 2 decades ago for a nonviolent drug offense. She credits Kardashian West's support for her freedom. Johnson sat down with Local 24's Jenny DiPrizio.
I just wanted to be free.
And Alice Johnson finally got what she wanted. It happened after reality TV star Kim Kardashian West made a plea to President Donald Trump inside the South Haven, Mississippi house Wednesday. The two met for the first time since Johnson's release.
It was a lot of tears and hugs, and she was just mingling with my family and hugging my family, taking pictures.
And that's not all. Johnson said the production crew from the show Keeping Up with the Kardashians was also there, filming an episode for the show.
We had to sign release forms that it was okay for us to be a part of the show. Everyone who was there. So that was exciting because we had no idea that that might happen.
Another surprise, a call from Kardashian's husband, artist Kanye West.
I did get a chance to speak with Kanye on the phone.
Now that Johnson is free, she plans to work with advocates on prison reform.
I think that the system needs to be relooked at. Prison reform is very, very important.
She also wants to work with youth and on some of the Mid-South's challenges.
I want to be an asset in Memphis. I want to help change some things that I see here.
But for now, she's just enjoying her newfound freedom.
I'm taking one day at a time. I'm not afraid. I'm excited. I'm excited for this chance to live my life again.
Jenny DiPrizio, Local 24 News.
The memory of the 1968 sanitation workers lives on. The Memphis Youth Ambassadors Program hosted a play titled King and the 1300. This was at the Cannon Center for the Performing Arts today. The show honors the sanitation workers' strike and Dr. Martin Luther King's visit to Memphis. It focuses on the fictional Thomas family who led the 1968 strike from April 2nd through the 4th. Although they weren't real, the family represents the challenges that the average sanitation worker faced at the time. Still ahead on Local 24 News at 10, a terrifying turn of events at an art festival in New Jersey. Coming up, find out what led up to 17 people being shot and what's usually a friendly gathering of artists.